Everybody, it's Invictus. Not another Eden Run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Saturday, Mosh Pit. We are here on the final day of May. What a month it's been. It's been a month of extremes. We've had good, we've had bad, we've had really frustrating, and then also some quality runs peppered in between those instances, and it's been a good month. We've had another video go over Crazy, which was last week's Greedier run. We had over 13,000 likes. I don't know how that happened, but we have another triple streak down below on the like streak now, only putting us 13 away already for the Get Down Mr. President Challenge. Thank you all so much for the feedback on that one, as well as DJ Owens. In fact, it's DJ Owens' son with this artwork of the day. Beautiful. It's picturesque. It's more than art. It should be some kind of award sent out there. Brought to you by DJ Owens on the Invictus subreddit. Top thread was, my son was very happy with his art. Little sissy. And then in the thread, he said, my son has been watching Victa with me since he was 2 years old. He's 6 and loves to draw and make Isaac characters. He attempted to make Little Sissy with perler beads. For a 6-year-old, definitely think he did a good job. And he absolutely did. He knocked it out of the park. So thank you very much, DJ Owens, sharing your son's awesome Little Sissy. It's seriously, like, that would be an amazing thing to just put up on like on an office desk or something. I mean, I would do it. Maybe not like a corporate office desk, but hey, I'm far from corporate, so I'll put it on my desk. CJ is going to be Golf 7 Echo 0 Victor Tango Kilo Kilo. We've got God Awful Tears and Little Monstro. We have Blood Rights with only Soul Hearts and terrible movement speed as well. Yikes. So there's room for improvement, I gotta say. We could definitely stand to get really anything. Curse of Darkness as well. Obviously, Curse of Darkness is bad in the later games. Dude, a fruit fly just try to dive bomb me. I was way too slow on this. I was not expecting that. I was way too slow on the snap. With us having Curse of Darkness on the first floor, it's never a big deal. You never see Dark One. You never see any sort of dark colored creatures, so you don't really have to worry too much about Curse of Darkness. It's one of the more tamer curses that you can get. Definitely better than Curse the Unknown, and certainly better than Curse the Blind or Curse the XL. Some people will say that Curse the XL is not that big of a deal on floor 1 and 2. I disagree. I think it's still very, very bad. There's really no good time for a Curse the XL. Even some people have said, well, the only time I don't mind it is when we get a Curse of the XL in the womb. And yes, it shortens the distance required for you to finish the run. But remember, you're still losing a Devil Deal and possibly multiple Devil Deals or Angel Deals, depending on what you're getting. We're going the wrong way, aren't we? Yep. Oh, these maps. These maps. The Twitch Mosh Pit has been confirming what I've been talking about and noticing that these maps have been ridiculously sized. And you know, I don't know what to say. It's certainly not just me. I'm glad it's not just me noticing these kind of things, but it's like I said yesterday or maybe the day before, that whenever you play this game so long, wow, all 3 things were on one room. Thank you, game. When you play this game for so long, you just notice when something's different, and whether it be the behaviors of enemies or just how maps are being generated or just overall item quality or something's different about the maps lately, and I'm glad I'm not the only one noticing that. Oh, I'm glad we came all this way here for Lodestone. Didn't want to miss that fine item. And we might as well go check out the shop while we're here. We get Steam sale. I'm not looking for the secret room here. Before we do this, let's see if we have any money in this golden chest. So how will May end? Will May end with a bang or with a little fizzle out? I don't know. I couldn't think of a small sound. Get half of our soul heart back. Still missing the other half though. Get back to 3 soul hearts here. So with 16 cents, we are able to get the Steam sale. And let's see if we get a nickel here. I'm glad I didn't bomb the donation machine because it was absolutely not necessary. We could bomb it for another soul heart. HP, the soul hearts are important, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't. Our devil deal does not hinge around keeping our HP, making our HP better right now. It's not worth it for us to blow up the donation machine just for 2 more cents when the soul heart is not going to matter on this floor, is what I mean, because there's no devil deal. Now, if we had obviously a Joker card or something, then yeah, I think it would be worth it. But for right now, I think we can hold off on blowing up the donation machine unless we absolutely need to. Plus, you never know when we're going to need this bomb. Little Monstro does it's almost like a lead pencil-esque type attack. But you can trigger it, though, which is very nice. You can charge him up as much as you want. Going to last week's question of the episode. This one coming in from Daniel Britt-Q6N, who said, question of the day, can we do an explosive run? Explosivo run. Yeah, we could. We could. Now, if the game was to prove that it's not sentient and that it totally does not listen to your microphone, then we shouldn't see Explosivo ever on this run, right? Dolly's huge here. We need that massive tears up. And we get X-ray vision, which is nice. I'm going to open up free entry into our secret rooms and super secret rooms, so we never have to worry about missing it. And I got something in my eye again. Another thing that's nice about X-ray specs is the fact that it saves you bombs. That's a little overlooked benefit whenever people talk about this item. It saves you so many bombs, and that could be equally beneficial to somewhere else. Again, like offense. If you need the bombs for offense against a boss or whatever you need it for, maybe you're just trying to find some money, get this pot, like, oh, hey, look at this pot right here. All right, well, you get the idea. Shot speed's already too high. Did also get Tropicamide, which is going to increase the tier size. A couple people were more than happy to point out that I could have gotten Tropicamide for my ophthalmologist, and yeah, I'm glad we didn't use a key for this. I'm gonna have to go back and go see what's in the super secret room, though. Okay. Blister, we do not want Blister. Blister can be okay if you have piercing shots. They kind of soften the blow of the clown physics, but with this, even with 1.13 shot speed, which may seem ridiculous, even say this, dude, this fruit fly, I swear to God. Swear to God, dude. I didn't even see where the tail was of Larry. We're gonna take Brimstone, not Rotten Baby. This also kind of softens the blow of a bad tears rate a little bit, but we still managed to. We still need tears. But Brimstone's a good base. Now, actually, you know what we can do? We can also go into the boss trap room. So we're not done yet. I kept walking there because I thought Larry Jr. was moving, but it was just curling on itself, which was very weird. I should take it just so it doesn't show up again, but I'm not going to. Imagine us dying of all things because I decided to eliminate Pageant Boy out of the pool. That would be peak Invicta luck right there. Love to get that soul heart. We got to be careful with this champion, though. Okay, chocolate milk is huge with Brimstone. One of the best synergies that we've ever seen come out of Repentance. It was a very, very, unexpected synergy as well. You're seeing here how, oh wow, it's Diplopia as well. Holy moly. You see how the brimstone horns will light up whenever we have that fully mega charge here. Sometimes you see it. Either way, having chocolate milk give us the Giga Blast of brimstone is huge. We just need more damage, and we just need more tiers to do it. Now, you can also just do this and have little tiny shots go off here and there, which is valid if you have like a lot of base damage and you don't really care about fully charging. You just need to eliminate enemies or just get through waves or something like that. Then that is definitely a valid tactic. But the damage is significantly worse than if you just charged it up, obviously. Now, another sort of key component about Brimstone, and this is a stat that I haven't really mentioned too much as far as an important stat when it comes to Brimstone, is movement speed. As dumb as that may sound. You might think, well, what the hell does movement speed have to do with anything? What in the hell? Well, let me tell you, Hank. Movement speed is very important for Brimstone because you use your movement speed to maneuver around the room and making sure that your Brimstone's accurate. So the faster that you can train your Brimstone onto a target, the faster that you can eliminate it. Whereas if you have poor mobility, if you have really, really bad movement speed, it's going to take you quite a while to just get in the right angle to deal damage to whatever target you're trying to hit. And it's also possible, like for example, things that fly in the air, for them to move out of the way, and then you have to recharge another one. And the longer that you're in these rooms, I'm seeing a pattern here, the longer that you're in these rooms, the more chance you have to get damage, etc., etc. So there's lots of things. All the stats inevitably work out with each other. They're all linked. And movement speed is one of those stats that you really don't notice that you need until you need it. Making sure you can get your Brimstone on the target as fast as possible is what you need to do. All right, let's see if we can get a double deal here. Ideally, we get a Guppy item or two. Two Guppy items is GG. I don't know how that actually hit us. I mean, if we can take Leviathan here, I'm going to. It's not Guppy, but this will give us Leviathan. Just like that. Now we have flying, and now we can go back and get that Soul Heart over there. Get this bomb here. Yeehaw. And we also got a free Death List, which doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, if you get a payout with Death List, hey, all the better, but it's not an item that we really truly value anymore. At least I don't anyway. There's no downside to Death List, obviously. It's just, it went from a, this is a must-have, must-take item every single time to, if we get a payout, fine, but if not, I could go through an entire run without ever caring about Death List. I'll tell you how we got to that point on the next floor. And Curse the Blind. So the reason why Death List sort of careened down the tier list for me anyway was the fact... You actually get out of here. Marbles. My God. Whatever. Was the fact that we keep... Every time we get Death List, it always either goes to... There's just no payout whatsoever, or if it does pay out, it doesn't pay out with a stat that matters. Now, you might think that that's just recency bias, just being salty because it didn't pay out this one time. No, it's a pattern over a few updates ago where it seems like Death List went from just you couldn't have a run without it to it's not even worth the HP getting, in my opinion, unless you just have excess. And even then, it's just kind of like, whatever. We have an Ultra Secret Room. That was not our secret room, by the way. The IV bag. I am not taking this. Sorry, I'm just not. It's Curse the Blind. It was spawned by Red Key. Yeah, you gotta be crazy if you think I'm gonna take that. I am not giving the game to get one more parting shot on us at the end of the month. Perthrow. I'd actually rather have Perthrow, to be honest. More bandage here. Well, head on down. And Curse of the XL. All right. So here we are, May. We've discovered what kind of run we can expect. And honestly, it's a fitting end to my birth month, which has always traditionally been one of the best months, if not the best month of the entire year. In terms of runs, in terms of everything. But this May, I don't know, it had a wild hair about it where it just the theme was extremes. We had a couple crawls towards the end of the month. We had a lot of really good runs. We had 2 Omega runs in 1 week, which has never happened before. But also, then we get runs where the game is just in ultra troll mode, like this run, for example. So, Curse the XL here means that we automatically lose a Devil Deal. We're not going to get a Devil Deal with 33.8%, so we're probably going to lose another Devil Deal. And really what it comes down to is us just making sure that we can get some kind of payout, either by way of Perthrow, re-rolling the boss rush, or just getting an actual good Devil Deal if we get lucky, which... Me get lucky? What books have you been reading? All right, so there's the entire north end of the map, everybody. Now let's go check out this other side of the map. I don't know how we got a luck braid out of that. I'm pretty sure that knight died before the other one, but at this point, who am I to argue with the game? Isaac doesn't have rules, it just has suggestions. I think we all know that. The game will frequently break its own rules just to make you look stupid. Or just to get your hopes up. Just enough to where you think, oh, maybe I have a chance of this thing happening that I really, really need in this run. Movement speed upgrade there from Death's List. You know, like now it's like, oh, you talking trash about Death's List. Look how many stat ups you've been getting. Yeah, exactly. I was looking for the Fool card, really. Or the item room, or the shop. Unicorn Stump. I mean, I guess we can take it. Yep. Let's go ahead and put some money back here. Wow, look at that, over $9 again. Take that, brother. Donation machine looking healthy. Oh, we found the Ultra Secret Room again, and it's Worm Buddy! Worm Buddy. One of the most dependable and honestly solid familiars in the entire game. It's always a good time to see Worm Buddy. All right, there's the southwestern portion of the map, everybody. Now let's go check out the other side of the map. Their Fool card. We have the Fool card, though, then we can't use the Perthrow rune. We've already explored the entire level at this point, so... Oh. Sorry. My bad. Could I've been so foolish. We've not explored the entire level. We still have a whole nother wing to go for before we can now go to the right direction. How presumptuous of me. The Tears upgrade there from Death's List. And we finally found our boss. How does he do it? Didn't actually mean to hit the... Yep. In the full blast. There you go, Worm Buddy. A range upgrade and a luck upgrade. There we go. I guess the negative. His tail. We have plenty of keys, so this is no big deal. Might as well take the nail as well. It gives us a little bit of extra HP in case we need it, and some damage.
Pair throw.
Well, head on down. That boss rush was definitely a boss rush of all time. If we didn't have Leviathan after the Diplopia on the mark, we definitely would have it now with the nail. Nail, Brimstone, and Mark make up part of the Leviathan transformation. Need 3 of them. I can't believe we actually completed Death's List in that room. That was not supposed to happen. And the nail is going to give us a half soul heart whenever we use it. And on top of that, give us a nice damage upgrade at the cost of some movement speed down. So you got to be a little bit careful. You're seeing here, especially after Small Rock, how limited our mobility is still, despite us having flying. And that's something that we need to hopefully get a little bit of help on soon. Right. Right. All right. It's half price to go into the curse room here, and no one's gonna believe me when I tell you I did not walk backwards. I didn't even move at all when I hit Bob's brain, or Bob's curse. No one's going to believe me. The Tears upgrade here, which is at this point not going to do much. Red key or crystal key has been going nuts. Gets us into the boss trap for essentially free. Still going nuts. We get a damage upgrade here with synth oil. We could somehow get Proptosis. That's the ultimate get for us right now is Proptosis. Look at that Worm Buddy shutting him down. I'm talking about, son. The Tears upgrade. I don't know how we're completing these rooms because we're definitely blasting the first thing that we see. Every single room, and we're still getting credit. Maybe it was a Zombola stealth buff. For once. And Crystal Key opening up these random doors here. We found an I Am Air room. This is not the ultra secret room though. This is the regular secret. This is a super secret room. Blank card. I'll take blank card. Maybe we can find something fun to do with it. You know that room was not the ultra secret room because we would have heard an audio cue, but also the room would be red. And trust me when I say I've had enough red rooms to last me a lifetime at this point. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably haven't seen the Blueprints episodes. Really hoping for a lump of coal there, but what can you do? I love seeing that little sissy on the subreddit when I saw it. I love seeing it when I saw it. Again, A+ commentary all around. Only the best for a trained professional. And by trained professional, I mean I've never taken any training for this and never will because, well, I think I'm hopeless at this point. So if I ever want to be a voice actor, I will have to get some kind of training, I think. The boy is not a good actor, as you can, as everyone knows. If I was a good actor, then every single run would be like, "Whoa, what a crazy run! Oh boy, bros, we have it now. We're locked in. Can't wait to see what today brings us." Instead of, "Why do you do this game?" You know what I'm saying? There's the ultra secret room. Crystal Key, you know, Crystal Key, I see you working. I see you working over there. We're not getting any items out of them, but you know what? I see you working. At least you're trying. That's all I ask. You know, just do your best. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not looking for some kind of new tech or anything like that. As long as I know you're trying, that's all I care about. That instills the trust back there to know that me and the other coaches are we're not wasting our time with you, son. Oh, Monstro's been adding some damage here and there. It's been pretty good. I wish that our range and our damage was flip-flop, though, because you do not need 22 range on Brimstone. Now we got Gimpy. Gaming Conception. Central Spirit and Goathead. Take Gimpy, take Goathead. Great layup shot there by little Monstro. And I gotta say, for us having Guppy's tail, we've seen a kind of a distinct lack of chests. We've seen some chests, but not a lot of them. Oh, that's a neat trick. Ah, the old disappearing Death's horse into a wall and then reappearing slightly lower. Make sure it is a clear but present danger to Isaac. That old trick in the book, huh? I honestly thought we were going to get another ultra secret room here. Crystal Key's been red hot. There we go. damage is significant. You get a full blast off with the chocolate milk. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this? He's got Guppy's head. Okay, man. Crystal Key just cruising it. There we go. I am Hera room. Ooh, wow. Yeah, we'll take Lusty Blood. What? Lusty Blood is going to give us an ever increasing damage upgrade. depending on the amount of damage that, or depending on us killing things, it'll give us a temporary, but it's temporary for the room. So the more things we kill in a room, essentially we get a stacking damage buff, but it expires as soon as we leave the room. Now, if we had rock bottom, on the other hand, then well we got some explaining to do, because then talking about tons and tons and tons of damage. I'm not gonna say unlimited damage, but I'm gonna say a lot of damage. Look at that Anima Sola shutting him down. Yeah, let's fire off a quick victory lap. Second Z 2 Echo 0 Charlie 3147. Anima Sola. Oh, we finally get a movement speed upgrade. Only took one run. One entire run. I know we didn't have to do that. We have plenty of ways to win this run at this point, but still, that's not the point. Ooh, take a tears up. So our damage go down. That also gives us a wacky waving inflatable brimstone man. Anima Soul just shuts everything down. We don't need the better our items get, the less HP you need to win. If you really squint hard enough, really squint, you could argue that getting good items, in a way, lowers the bar that you need to jump over in order for you to succeed and win. From a purely HP standpoint. Oh man, he got double grabbed. Absolutely double grab. Yeah, no, yeah, no, eh, nah. Got a library over here. My gosh. Well, we're going to have Bookworm and a whole lot of other books. Now, as much as I love Anima Sola, we absolutely do not need Anima Sola on this run. Don't need keys, don't need anything, really. We damn sure don't need range. Look for car battery, that would be nice. Or Keeper Sack, Hive Mind's fine, gives us Beelzebub. Yep. Yep. Deep Pockets is kind of whatever. If we get money equals power, that's fine. We're not really needing any money right now, so, but it is nice to have. Yeah, we didn't even get to see Duke at all. If you're wondering why Dookie died so quickly, there's 3 reasons why. First off, our base damage is very high. Secondly, we have chocolate milk, and we were fully charged with brimstone. So that means that our fly is doing maximum damage. And thirdly, is we also just picked up Hive Mind, which further multiplies our damage. So we're talking about damage multiplier on damage multiplier and damage multiplier. Our flies are a destroyer of worlds right now. That score counter is kind of goofy. The score counter is the score counter. The only thing I think the score counter is good for is if you're practicing dailies. Other than that, it doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever in the base game of Isaac. Well, we just got Guppy. We got the Gupster plus Hive Mind. Yeah, I'd love to have him crack the Skizzle, but we just simply do not need it. We are golden on this one here. Might as well go up here and check out the shop while we can. Yeah. Take the battery. Full charge here. It gives us 2 uses of Book of Secrets, just so we have some kind of mapping. This is my favorite Metallica album off of Saint Anger. Some kind of mapping. Saint Anger gets a lot of hate. It's understandable, but I still like it. I still enjoy Saint Anger. Not all of it. Not all of it. It has possibly the worst Metallica song of all time. But you can't listen, in my opinion, you can't listen to Saint Anger, the title track, and not just get really, really happy whenever you hear it. Now, I will admit, the lyrics to Saint Anger are terrible. I think they're easily James's worst ever. He changes, I think. I don't know. I'm just going off of a whim here, but I'm pretty sure James only has maybe 2 paragraphs of lyrics in that entire song. Gonna take the Cancer Trinket here, of course. But if you can overlook the terrible lyrics, Saint Anger is still my favorite track off of Saint Anger. And there's some really, really, really unknown songs out there too that you just don't hear. I mean, Sweet Amber is just incredible. It's a very, very groovy tune. Got one of the coolest riffs that James has written in a while. Okay. You can just let the bomb flies just kind of get rid of themselves for us. Cancer Trinket, by the way, is going to give us a non-permanent but amazing Tears Up. And it very easily breaks the Tears Cap. And it's one of those items that when people first think about the Tears Cap, you start noticing, hey, wait a second. How come my stat doesn't go any higher? And then you finally pick up the Cancer Trinket when you've got 5.0 or better Tears rate. You're like, what? I think it's safe to say that the Cancer Trinket's probably one of the most popular trinkets in the game. That's fair. Oh, would have gotten Guppy anyway. I gotta say, between Crystal Key and also X-Ray Specs, we are not missing a thing on this run. Look at that, just immediate Ultra Secret Room, and boy howdy, have they been paying off. Only being a little facetious, but again, I'm not gonna besmirch Crystal Key. You know, he's showing up to practice, taking his notes. First one in, last one out. This is Mars. That sure is Mars. That sure is. I mean, with the judging of Isaac on Mars, we did conclude ultimately that while I do think that the fissure was a better attack, Mars is just kind of one of those. It's one of those items that if you want to make it work, you definitely can. I think that there are a lot of properties about the new Mars that are somewhat better than the old Mars, particularly the one with the fire attack. Even though the fissure attack was still better, in my opinion. I think that Mars, the new Mars, is fine. The only thing I'm really truly missing is not being able to go into secret rooms for free. But the fire attack is more practical. The AOE that you get off of it's very, very nice. Oh, I'm not using my mapping. The reason why we got this GD book. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how we skated by that. That is definitely not a dodge I'll be able to perform again. Mama, Mega, Mama. I'm gonna have to lose my mapping. That's okay. Oh yeah, we can't lose it because we've already deposited. No, yeah. Never mind. Forget Me Now. I think we need to do Forget Me Now. We could get 2 boss rushes out of it, but after that first boss rush, I think you may notice that we don't care about boss rush on this run. I mean, hey, if the Crystal Key wants to give me a shortcut, I'll take it. Emperor, definitely a shortcut of sorts. Now, what would be really cool is if Mama Mega actually destroyed the spikes. I think that'd be neat. Bedroom there. Yep. We got Curse the Maze directly in here. The shovel, which we do not need. Tears, I'll take the tears up. And is this boss rush any better? Yeah, but I mean, technically it is better, obviously, with Ghost Pepper. I'm all for Ghost Pepper. Just the thing is that it doesn't really help us with Brimstone, and we certainly don't need to do an entire boss rush for an item that is purely cosmetic at this point, I would say. It's not going to be practical for our DPS. I mean, our flies are taking out entire species of enemies here, and we're not even have to do anything. All we got to do is just fly around with our fully charged Brimstone chocolate milk, and flies just decimate everything. Hit a sack altar. I don't know what we got rid of, but we did. The Curse the Unknown. If I can get the treasure map effect, that's pretty much all I usually need when it comes to deciphering where the boss is. You can just kind of tell based on the room that you spawn in, the shape of the map, and also what's the furthest point from your spawn area. That would normally tell you, that will betray the location of the boss room. The brown champion. Don't see those too often. So take a quick dip over here to the super secret room. Just to see. Well, we've got plenty of keys, so an eternal chest might be okay for maybe a extra angel item or something. Left hand. Don't think we're going to be replacing the cancer trinket with that. I think that if you go and do an eternal chest to completion, only the second time we've seen the quarter of this run. If you have enough keys and you do an eternal chest to completion, I think that you should be guaranteed an angel deal payout. I don't think it's too much to ask, right? That's not demanding the world. Took those out of order, but that's okay. We got Incubus, which is going to hammer on another Mega Beam blast here. So this one we can definitely infer that Isaac is going to be south. We're just kind of going through the motions now, you know, just hanging out. Just hanging out. When the realization sits in that the Emperor card, blank card, is only a 4-room cooldown. If your goal, of course, is to end the run as fast as possible, which my goal is not to do that, but we're just our clearing rate is so high that it really doesn't matter if we take the time to go through all these rooms or not. Let's have Echo Chamber. Look at this. Every fly that Blue Baby spawns is going to be friendly to us. So it's an ultimate hard counter here against Blue Baby if you have Beelzebub. All right, we skipped alt path. Let's go beat down Delirium, I guess. Now I wish I wouldn't have used my Emperor card, but we still have an Emperor card tied to our Echo Chamber. Darn, I was secretly kind of hoping that if we used blank card, it would just activate Echo Chamber somehow. Now, an Emperor card will not take us to Delirium directly. That was weird. Nine volt. Yeah, so blank card doesn't matter. We have to actually use the cards. Using a blank card does not matter. So we still would have consumed the Emperor card regardless. Oh man, look at all the stat upgrades we're getting now. Of course, after I talk trash about Death's List. The damage upgrade here, man, oh man, our damage is starting to get pretty beefy. Oh, thank you. We get a Carbatory. Okay. So that's not a real secret room there, just spawn one in a red room. Yeah, really wish that we would have kept our, at least Book of Secrets. Or Emperor card. Emperor card would have been much better, but... You know, eventually we will find where Delirium is. We'll mollywop him. And that'd be the perfect send-off for May. Be the perfect send-off for May. Anima Sola would have been nice to have, well, for Delirium. Anima Sola is always nice to have, but doesn't matter. We absolutely destroy Delirium with our Mega Blast flies. Thank you for watching, everybody. So long, May 2025. You were an amazing month and also a terrible month at the same time. But you're my birthday month, so you know I'm going to be biased towards it. Thank you, everyone, for making the month of May so awesome for me and also supporting the channel. Whew. Only 13 away from the Get Down Mr. President Challenge. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, if you enjoy this content or if you'd like to see more daily content, make sure you're clicking the like button, ringing notification bells on all the videos. They do tell you exactly when the newest upload goes live. And also, don't forget that they will also inform you when I go live on a live stream every single Tuesday here on the YouTube Mosh Pit. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, everyone. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like things and pages of mine like Mr. Moneybags and Dummy Boy. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.